What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Beta Memoirs. And today, it's been an interesting day. We've had a lot of individual stocks show strength. A lot of the leaders that we've had in the previous couple of days, your Amazon, Teslas, a couple other ones, your Facebooks, they all kind of lost some steam today. Things are pulling back, but your Apples, Microsoft, a couple other ones, Moderna had some awesome news today and took off. There's a couple individual ones that really played well today, but banks and value really took a hit. Banks kind of took the lead and were pushing this morning. Then everything just kind of died out. With being said, the rest of the week is going to be interesting. I liquidated essentially all my positions. I didn't like the way the market was looking as far as continuing a lot of my swings. So I am pretty much intraday as of right now until the market shows me something else because of the fact that it could be end of month. It could be some other things going on. I know we got the OPEC meeting on Thursday. We got end of month as well. It could be just rotation on that. But being said, the market is high. A lot of the good name growth stocks, Tesla not so much. Although Tesla's really kind of normalized a little bit, so it's hard to tell where Tesla truly fits at the moment. But there's been a lot of your Amazons, again, your Facebooks have really been running hard. So been kind of heating up at this point. So I'm expecting some kind of pullback. And again, there's no real major news, in my opinion. There's no real reason for everything to be just dropping as opposed to just being end of month, end of quarter. And so being said, and going into earnings coming up. So being said, I think what we really need to pay attention to is just, I think we will be selling for the next couple of days. Although the index is pushing up, in my mind, I haven't really seen anything that's been holding it up. BA had a rough day. I thought we would actually took off today, but it did not. Again, banks pushed this morning. There's been a rotation, and then your Apple and Microsoft kind of took over and really pushed everything, held everything up. Your Tesla really didn't dive too bad. It really just kind of held its ground. Amazon really didn't die. It held its ground. So you have that. So you have a lot of growth that's still holding solid. It's just more so a lot of value dying off, second tier tech kind of dying off. And so I liquidated to try to decipher what is going on. Again, I think everything is still high, and we could use a solid pullback before going into earnings. And what better time than the next 2 days to get some kind of solid pullback for no reason at all. Just get a little bit of selling. Some stuff starts to look like it's turning over. SPY, again, does not look like it's really turning over. QQQ, again, still running hot, so primarily led by Apple and Microsoft there. But everything else, again, sold off a little bit and kind of held ground. So we'll have to wait and see tomorrow. Again, I want to try to limit my exposure, especially being up at these higher levels, and wait for that pullback. Patience counts big time. So that's what I'm really looking forward to here in the coming days. Because as of going in February in March, there was that pullback going into earnings. It was kind of unexpected. I was kind of expecting that move to happen after earnings. It kind of just happened during earnings. And so we saw a week, even though Amazon did terrific, it still sold off. And so that's what I'm kind of concerned if that's something else we're going to see. We've been kind of running really hot the past couple of weeks, which has been phenomenal. But I want to see if that's what's going to continue or not. So again, limiting exposure, keep it intraday until some things do get some selling. Maybe take a overnight here or there, but ultimately just kind of watching and seeing what keeps momentum. So my watch list is short. Tesla, Roblox, Etsy. Also, just any of the big FANG stocks in general. I don't want to write all those down here because I think if there is any kind of selling, it's just looking at strong support levels. If you want to follow me at Beta Memoirs on Twitter, I have been posting stuff on there. Trying to be more active on there as far as my pivots and entries and my zones and stuff like that. So if you want to keep up to date, follow me there. But Tesla in itself, again, holding strong today. It's holding this zone. It's holding this flight pattern, essentially, as long as it don't break down. But I was looking at this on the daily. To be honest, we could. I know I've seen some people talk about these inside candles, these 3 inside candles here. But ultimately, I really think we need to come back down to this 644 mark. Do an actual retest. We haven't really done a retest breaking out of this, so kind of get that gap fill. I'm thinking maybe the next 2 days, and that will allow us to get some nice running going into earnings. I think at that point, I think then we can try to break the 700. But I really do believe it needs a pullback on a daily. It looks like it's dying for one, so I don't really see this as it could be interpreted as a bull flag, but that 700 it's not giving way. I think we need one last pullback before we get that leg up over that 700. And then I have Roblox, which is something today. I got actually tagged out on this wick today. I didn't like the way the market was looking again, but I got out. I did well. I got in pretty early on Roblox. I think I got in at 82, so I rode that up. So it was a nice move there. But looking to get back into this, I'm actually going to look at just scalping this for now, again, until I get some solid pullback, and then I'll look to add for longer swings on that. I do like Roblox for tomorrow. Again, that wick, it just came down too fast, although the buyers were right there to pick it up. It's been doing a lot of this fake out, tagging people out like myself, and then continuing right back and holding the zone. So tomorrow, I think this would actually be a fantastic scalp if it wants to continue to trade flat and then pop tomorrow, if not gap overnight. I think Etsy Roblox is good. Etsy is the other one I do have. Oh, if I could do Etsy. So Etsy is the other one I do have. Again, I had a nice play, retest the middle Bollinger Band, and then kind of held. It is starting to kind of stall, and this is what I started seeing. I think ultimately, if Etsy can hold this, Etsy has a lot of great potential. Again, I would really like, we did kind of have a retest there. We might actually push up to 215 before we actually start really pulling back. Any kind of heavy pullback, in my opinion. But again, this is not financial advice. But just everything in general, even like Amazon today, daily it looks great, right? It bounced and starting to push up. Although it could be interpreted in both ways. Is that a higher low, or is that a bull? Is it a bear flag going into these next couple of days? And so, again, clarification. A lot of these things have been running really hot, so I want to see some kind of selling. Although we did get quite a bit of selling on Amazon, which I did like, but I want to see what happens. I know Amazon, the antitrust stuff is still out there, so I want to kind of be wary of that. Because if that, for whatever reason, goes south, although I don't think it will go south, I think it'll be extended and delayed. The case is not going to be dropped. But ultimately, a delay would at least cause 2 more years. And so you wouldn't have to worry about big tech. I think a lot of your big tech growth names are really going to pop at that point. But Facebook really kind of just died out today. It had absolutely no gas coming out of the gate, which I didn't like, because, I mean, that was great news for Facebook, and then just completely just died and flat. And that's what I was seeing across the board. And so, I mean, even if you look at Shop's been trading sideways. Last time I remember Shop doing something like this, trading sideways like this, I believe it was during one of the earnings. I don't know if it was the last earnings, but one of the earnings, it kind of just traded flat, and then it died out pretty fast. So that's my only concern. I do like Shop a lot, but when you start reaching higher levels with Shop, I know, even for myself, like if it doesn't break that level, it's just going to die. And when it comes down pretty quick. So I want to, again, take risk off the table and just kind of see where everything's at. Go through leaders. I know Roblox is doing really good when it comes to if the market does start selling, it does get strength during those periods. I know also biotech was getting strength. Chinese stocks are getting, like Baidu and stuff, have been showing a lot of strength lately. My only thing is if other tech starts picking up, I think the Chinese stocks might actually start selling again at that point. So I think there's a rotation into China stocks right now. But ultimately, I think that will die out very quickly too. So I think a lot of stuff, that's why I want to keep a lot of stuff intraday, so I kind of find out where the money really is right now. And then once I realize that either one, big tech, it's a major pullback, no crash. I'm not talking about a crash. A lot of people are talking about a crash, but I'm not. That's not where I'm at. I'm just looking for a healthy pullback, and then look to enter, get in some good positions there, and for earnings. At least that's what I'm hoping for, and hoping for not another repeat of last March, and see what happens. But again, if even if we could get a pull back into here, that 425 would be fantastic. On the index, I know value just took a major hit, so really to even get another pullback, even looking at 423 on the daily, ultimately we did do a bit of a retest. We're starting to hit that trend, and we're getting pushed back. I don't know if that's going to just allow us to pop over this tonight or what, but again, I want clarification. Again, stuff is still running extremely hot. Looking for some kind of correction, so with minimal risk. With that being said, if you made it this far, remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't done so. So until next time, guys, I will see you guys later.